In our bustling city, there's a legend about a girl who never took the elevator. Her name was Ilara, and her world was defined by stairwells. Every morning, while her colleagues shot up to the 30th floor in a gleaming metal box, Ilara began her daily climb. Flight after flight, her footsteps echoed in the quiet, concrete towers. It wasn't about fitness, it was about fear. A deep, unshakable fear of enclosed spaces, of being trapped between floors, suspended in a void. Her colleagues knew her as the stair girl. They'd see her arrive at her desk, slightly out of breath but always with a smile. Morning workout, Ella, they'd joke. She'd just laugh it off. No one knew the panic that seized her at the mere thought of the elevator doors sliding shut. Her fear was her secret, a heavy backpack she carried on her daily ascent. She told herself the stairs kept her grounded, connected to the world one step at a time. But in reality, they kept her tethered to her anxiety. One rainy Tuesday, Ilara was running late. Soaked and flustered, she stared at the glowing up arrow of the elevator, her heart pounding. Just as she was about to turn towards the stairs, a calm voice said, "Going up." It was Leo, the quiet graphic designer from the 28th floor. He held the door, a gentle smile on his face. Panic flared in Ilara's chest. I prefer the stairs," she stammered, her excuse sounding weak even to her own ears. Leo didn't question it. He simply nodded and said, "All right. Mind if I join you? I could use the steps today." Surprised, Ilara agreed. As they climbed, Leo didn't talk about the elevator. He talked about his latest design project, a terrible movie he'd watched, his love for old vinyl records. His easy conversation was a welcome distraction. For the first time, the climb didn't feel like a solitary battle against her fear. It felt like a walk with a friend. This became their new routine. Every morning, Leo would wait for her, and they'd take the stairs together, their conversations filling the empty stairwell. One day, Leo brought a small, potted succulent. "This is for your desk," he said. "It's a gut. They're tough, and they grow slowly, but they always reach for the light." Ilara looked at the sturdy little plant, then at Leo. She realized he saw more than just the stair girl. He saw her strength, her persistence. He understood her struggle without her ever having to voice it. He wasn't trying to fix her. He was simply walking alongside her. His quiet companionship was chipping away at the walls she had built around her fear. The next morning, standing before the elevator, Ilara took a deep breath. Leah stood beside her, silent. The door slid open. She looked at him, and he gave her a small, encouraging nod. She hesitated, her old fears whispering in her ear. But then she thought of the succulent, of reaching for the light. She stepped inside. Leo followed, his presence a comforting anchor. The doors closed, and the world began to rise. Ilara held her breath, but the panic never came. Instead, looking at Leo's calm smile, she felt a lightness she hadn't experienced in years. They had risen together, not just 30 floors, but above the fear that had held her down. Sometimes, the biggest fears aren't conquered alone, but with someone who is willing to take the stairs with you until you're ready to fly. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories.